Since 1996, Grimer has represented a specific combat asset, a massive, sludgy wall that absorbs hits and strikes back hard, completely ignoring agility. This is the identity of a bulky, slow roller. It's a physical tank designed to sustain damage on the initial turn so it can survive long enough to deliver a counterblow. This stat chart shows exactly where Grimer's strengths are concentrated. With 80 base HP and 80 base attack, it is built to trade heavy physical hits. But that capability comes at a price. A base speed of 25 is a severe mechanical anchor. That single number dictates your entire strategy. When you put Grimer on a team, you are accepting that your opponent will almost always take the initiative. For 20 years, using this Pokémon meant making that strict trade-off, surrendering the first move in exchange for raw survivability, all while confined within the limits of a pure poison typing. Generation 7 introduced the Alolan regional variant, a mechanical change that forced players to rethink how the Pokémon actually functions. The raw numbers didn't actually change. Both the purple Kantonian and green Alolan forms share the exact same 325 base stat total. The entire tactical difference comes down to the shift from Kantonian's pure poison typing to the Alolan form's poison and dark dual typing. This raises the question of whether the new variant makes the original Kantonian form a redundant choice in current games. We must examine their specific typings, their unique active combat abilities, and the effort to catch them. Defensive synergy is the first major factor. The original Kantonian Grimer carries a pure poison typing, which leaves it highly vulnerable to common ground and psychic attacks. It offsets this with 5 distinct resistances. It takes reduced damage from prevalent fighting and bug-type moves, helping it maintain a presence against physical attackers. This weakness matrix illustrates Alolan Grimer's poison and dark dual typing. This second type is a mechanical upgrade. Dark completely absorbs psychic attacks, providing a hard immunity. Simultaneously, poison covers Dark's vulnerabilities, reducing bug and fighting to neutral damage. However, there is a specific trade-off. While Alolan Grimer is left with only a single weakness to ground, it loses those earlier resistances to fighting and bug moves. By consolidating its vulnerabilities into one type and gaining a full immunity, the Alolan form offers a more resilient defensive profile for players who can manage the loss of those 2 physical resistances. When we look past typing and into active abilities, the utility gap between the 2 versions becomes even more pronounced. Kantonian Grimer relies on 2 standard abilities, Stench, which offers almost no combat value, and Sticky Hold. This logic diagram shows why Sticky Hold is a relevant niche. In competitive formats, the item-stealing move Knock Off is a constant threat. Kantonian Grimer uniquely protects its held item, bouncing off the attack and neutralizing that strategy. Alolan Grimer, on the other hand, utilizes a more modernized ability pool, with Gluttony being the standout option. For a slow-moving tank that is guaranteed to take a hit, Gluttony is a significant asset. It triggers healing berries earlier than usual, helping Grimer survive under heavy offensive pressure. It also has access to the hidden ability Power of Alchemy, which allows it to inherit a teammate's ability when they faint, a highly specialized tool for double battle formats. While Alolan Grimer provides more general utility through healing and synergy, the original Kantonian form keeps a distinct tactical purpose as a dedicated wall against item theft. Optimization is one thing, but we also have to consider the actual return on investment when catching and training a Grimer during a standard playthrough. This chart tracks acquisition difficulty. Catching a Kantonian Grimer in older games is a major hurdle, like hunting a 2% encounter in Hoenn's Fiery Path. Compare that to the Castelia sewers, where surfing yields a 100% encounter rate, removing the grind entirely. Even with an easy catch, you face a leveling roadblock. Grimer requires huge experience investment, evolving to Muck at level 38. This creates an opportunity cost. You bench an established team member to fit a slow, unevolved tank. Ultimately, Grimer's value depends on regional spawn rates. Spending hours hunting a 2% encounter rarely justifies the delayed mid-game payoff of a slow tank. So where does this leave the choice between the 2 forms? In most modern matchups, the Alolan form provides a resilient defensive floor. Its dark typing covers its former, highly exploitable vulnerability to psychic attacks. On this flowchart, the path is clear. For modern competitive battlers, the Alolan variant is standard. The Kantonian form remains best for legacy runs, restricted formats, or the one tactical exception, needing a sticky hold counter to item theft. The Alolan form offers a more reliable defensive baseline for the slow roller archetype, but Kantonian Grimer's unique immunity to item theft ensures the original Sludge still has a place in competitive play.